Hello, I'm EnterElysium, and welcome back to Fallout 4, where we've just got to Diamond City! Finally! Okay, hello. In a second. Just checking if there's anything someone happens to have left behind. No, okay.
So, you're that traitor Piper was talking about. Something tells me she's pulled the wool over my eyes again. Am I right?
I wasn't lying. I got a whole supply train coming in tomorrow.
Is that right? No bull? Well, if that's the case, let me put a down payment on some parts for the gate. Here you go. Anyway, welcome to Diamond City and all that. I gotta get back to work.
I didn't quite mean that. Can I, like, give you the caps? Can I drop, like, the caps on the...
You're Sullivan, right?
So, you're that traitor Piper was talking about.
Wait, what?
Something tells me she's pulled the wool over my eyes again. Am I right?
I didn't mean to lie,
there
officer.
We go.
It all just happened so fast.
You're not the first one Piper pulled into a heap of trouble they weren't ready for. Thanks for being honest. If it were up to me, we would have just let the both of you in. But the mayor's calling the shots, and, well, you saw how mad he is. Anyway, welcome to Diamond City and all that. I gotta get back to work.
Well, I was going to give you the caps back, but I owned up to it, and you don't seem to want the caps back, so...
Hey.
Fair enough.
Got a question? Should talk to Sullivan.
Don't worry, I already did, and he gave me 50 caps and then didn't want them back. I was going to drop them on the table and give them back to him, but apparently he's perfectly happy with me keeping them for some reason. Wait, this place just doesn't have a roof? Like, this is meant to be well defended. It's got a big wall, but, like, no roof of any kind. This is just asking for a mortar attack.
Hey,
What the
kiddo.
hell?
How are the paper sales?
Well, the presses are getting overloaded. That motor is going to go soon if we don't replace it.
You've been saying that for weeks and the old girl still keeps cranking. Stop worrying so much. I gotta head into the office. You start whistling if you see any angry politicians coming our way.
Why? Is something wrong? Piper? Extra, extra. Is your neighbor free paper to newcomers? If the Institute grabs you in the night, at least we warned you.
Thanks.
Sure.
I guess.
I'm serious. The Institute takes people. You should read up if you're sticking around.
I guess I believe her.
I believe you. Thanks.
You are a real lost lamb in the wolf's den, lady.
I've thought Institute since. You don't you lost lamb me. Let's read that paper, right? Inventory. Miscellaneous. The synthetic truth. This was done by a printing press? This doesn't look like it was done by a printing press. This looks like it was written on really badly recycled paper by someone with a biro. Noodles, we eat them. We all love them, and Diamond City's power noodles have supplied the sustenance for the past 15 years. The stilted mechanical cadence of Takeshi's programmed Japanese to the fragrant steam that wafts from each bowl to the blah 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 blah. Or is it? I was struck by a very question as I sat at the counter of power noodles last night, like just after 5 p.m., enjoying a dinner so many times before. I thought this was like the advert, like the pre-roll advert type thing, but McDonald's sat up to stool and engaged in the same ritual. Right hand extended, mouth open, blah blah. It almost seems that the residents of Diamond City, nearly 60 years ago, an uncharacteristically warm maid sat around the very same counter, but that was before the days of Takeshi and his noodles, when the bar served not noodles but ice-cold Nuka-Colas, frothy beers, and stiff shots of whiskey. The barman's name was Henry, and last night he facilitated the shared human experience of... That is until tragedy struck. There aren't many amongst us who are even old enough to remember that evening. Some of the city's ghouls residents certainly could have, had they not been forcibly removed thanks to Mayor McDonald's anti-ghoul decree. There is one person among us who remembers distinctly the events of that evening, respected matriarch Eustace Hawthorne, who recounts the story in Public Occurrences exclusive interview. Oh, I was there, all right, sitting right at the bar, sure as you're sitting in front of me now, 22 years old or so, and just looking to have a good time. I was safe behind the wall, we all were, so what was the harm? And let me tell you that Mr. Carter made it easy. He came into town early that day, said he was from out west somewhere. It didn't really matter. What did matter was his smile and his laugh, and the way he'd make everyone feel at ease. That night at the bar, we all just sort of crowded round him. Everyone wanted to exchange a word or hear him the state of the Commonwealth, and Mr. Carter, he was all too happy to oblige. It was just so wonderful, until it wasn't. Eustace continued her account that evening, and the moment when things turned sinister and the truth about Mr. Carter was revealed. We'd been drinking and carrying on. Must have been 3 hours. Mr. Carter had 4 or 5 drinks in that time. He seemed a bit drunk, I guess, like the rest of us. Then something just sort of happened. He was smiling, but the smile sort of went from his face all in an instant, and then his cheeks started twitching kind of funny. And I remember watching him, clear as it happened just yesterday. He reached inside his coat and took out a revolver, and then blam! He shot Henry the barman right in the head. Didn't hesitate, didn't show any emotion. Mr. Carter killed Henry as casually as if he were paying him for a drink. But his cheek never did stop twitching. Let me tell you, all hell broke loose after that. Infamous event known as the Broken Mass, when the people of the Commonwealth learned the first time the Institute, the shadowy scientific organization responsible for the creation of combat androids, actually succeeded in creating a model so advanced it could effortlessly infiltrate human society. Since after he shot Henry, that Mr. Carter shot 3 or 4 other people, too. Like I said, all hell broke loose. The guards came running the open fire. Mr. Carter kept shooting and throwing people around left and right. Finally, his guards put him down. It was horrible. Then we saw the plastic and the metal. This was one of those early synths, you see, and we realized it wasn't a man at all. It was then we all knew this Institute wasn't just out there. The Institute was among us. Okay. It was never determined precisely why the synth known as Mr. Carter went on his killing spree. Some suggest it was being remotely controlled by the Institute, who wanted to test his combat effectiveness. No, if you want to test combat effectiveness, you don't ruin your entire cover. That doesn't make sense. Others think he'd malfunctioned, a hypothesis supported by the twitching cheek, and was never meant to kill anyone, but at the time, the why hardly seemed to be important. The why is really important. I'm sorry, the why is really important, because that way, like, you know what to look for, you know what they're looking for, you know how to go for them. What matters was the humans of the Commonwealth being infiltrated, blah, 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 blah. And noodles. Something about noodles. Are we in... Okay, right. So, mostly that's just drivel that just repeats. I'm sorry, no offense, but it is rather repetitive. Public occurrences. So this is like Piper's office. I need to talk to Piper. Piper? Piper?
Watch your back. The Institute could be right behind you.
Hi.
Glad you dropped by. You holding up, Blue?
Blue?
Why are you calling me that?
'Cause you're a vault dweller? I know you're not wearing the blue jumpsuit right now, but the Pip-Boy and the fish out of water look... Dead giveaways. So here's the deal. I want an interview. Your life story in print. I think it's time Diamond City had a little outside perspective on the Commonwealth. You do that, and I'll tell you what. I'll come with you. Watch your back while you get used to the world above ground.
Ooh. Ooh.
What kind of interview is this gonna be?
I ask you who you are, get your opinion on life out there, and maybe load up a few tough questions and keep it interesting.
At least she's honest about the
What do
tough
you
questions,
say?
right? She doesn't, like, you know, lowball it. No, she's honest about the tough questions. Now, here's the thing, right? I could do the interview, raise my profile, makes it easier to find Sean, or don't do the interview and keep to the shadows. But the thing is, like, I want to draw attention. I need people to give me information. So I think I should do the interview. Now, it's risky.
You're standing there with
but I
your
will.
jaw hanging out. Say
All right, Piper. I'm in.
good. Let's get down to business.
Do,
So,
to
I know you're
defeat
from a vault.
the Hun.
How would you describe your
Sorry.
time on the inside?
I've been listening to Disney.
My family and I were frozen. I didn't spend much time in the vault.
Wait, they boxed you up in a fridge? The whole time? Are you saying you were alive before the war?
The war? Which war?
The one that gave us this lovely landscape of demolished buildings and nuclear radiation every 10 feet? You're telling me you saw everything before they blasted it into pieces?
Yes. I'm over 200 years old.
And I look great, by the way.
Oh my god. The woman out of time. So, you've seen the Commonwealth, Diamond City. How does it compare to your old life?
I can't say it sucks. They'll hate me.
I've been having too much fun blowing things up to think about it.
Gotta make my job hard for me, huh? Alright, if that's the quote, that's the quote. Now, the big question.
Okay, honestly.
You came all this way looking for someone. Who is it?
My baby, Sean, was kidnapped. He's not even a year old.
The parent after the missing child. As heartbreaking today as it ever was. Tell me, do you suspect the Institute's involved?
I mean, no, not at all. It's definitely not at all. They could be, but
I don't know.
No one ever does. That's what makes them so scary. For the last part of our interview, I'd like to do something different. I want you to make a statement to Diamond City directly. The threat of kidnapping is all but ignored in the Commonwealth. Everyone wants to pretend it just doesn't happen. What would you say to someone out there who's lost a loved one but might be too scared or too numb to the world to look for them?
Wait, people just ignore kidnappings out here?
Yeah, Blue, you haven't noticed? You grow up in the Commonwealth and eventually someone is gonna get taken. Maybe not someone you know, but someone. And people just say, well, could have been worse. Could have been killed by raider attacks, or super mutants, or feral ghouls. They just give up. So I want my readers to hear what keeps you going. Maybe they'll find a little inspiration. Now, what would you like to say?
ooh, revenge, hope, one day at a time. Now, one day at a time, of course, is like good advice. Don't let's hope. You know, maybe it seems a bit more inspirational in paper.
Find who's responsible and make them pay. Simple as that.
I'll take anger over apathy any day. Good quote. Thanks, Blue. That's everything. It's gonna take some time to put this all together, but I think your story is gonna give Diamond City plenty to talk about. Anyway, I agreed to come with you, right?
And report my
Watch your back. Just say the word when you're ready. I can't wait to see where the story goes next.
Dog. Piper. Dog. Piper. Ah! She's the ability to teleport. Piper.
Hey, Piper.
Heading my way?
Sure, let's go.
Will do.
Levitating dog.
Oh,
You are
sorry,
levitating
boy.
right now. You are on
Time
some
for you to
steps.
head home.
Right. Piper, you're with me. Desk fan. Apparently this is mine.
199.
And too much. Okay. Stim packs, yep. We're loading up before we go out, right? I think this is perfectly acceptable, right? Because, I don't need arm fatigues. Toy truck, yes. Yes. Because, you know, I think that, like, we're getting stuff to load out with, to go out with, you know, Piper's equipping. I think this is, you know, the right stuff. I'm helping Piper get ready.
It's big, loud, full of corrupt officials and brown-nosing citizens.
I would like to give you some of the ridiculous amount of crap that I currently am carrying. I currently have to look at these as well and like look at upgrading these. Because I've got a combat shotgun and a short hunting rifle that need to be upgraded. For now, I'll just make you carry all of this. Oh, I definitely want to be wearing the militia hat for the extra charisma. But then again, I look good without it. We'll have to think about it. That's giving me plenty of weight.
But it's home.
Anyone is one of those things. It's that secretary of his. Her and her perfect hair.
The mayor's
I ain't telling you how to pick
secretary.
your
Come
friends.
on, Ma. I cut her hair myself, and I know human hair.
That's just it, Johnny. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference. If you nicked McDonough with your razor, he'd bleed. Don't mean nothing.
Hey,
Well, hello there. Another one of the poor and stupid of Diamond City come begging for table scraps?
Wow.
wow. Huh. There are no
Me and
words.
Fred, we're
I
in
don't care
sync.
for your tone. Why don't you run along before I make a complaint with security?
Bitch.
What did you say? Oh, whatever. I'm done talking to you.
Alright, maybe that was a bit too... I didn't think it was just going to be... I thought there was going to be a little bit more sarcasm to it, but okay.
Do yourself a favor and just say yes. It's all he
Yes?
understands.
He just serves noodles.
Hey, how about I introduce you to my confidential informant? Oh, Takahashi. Thank you for meeting me here. No. But we've been traveling together for ages. Sorry, Blue. The jig is up. Takahashi told me everything. Web of lies, gone. I mean,
He's
I
just
bet your name's
offering
not
you
even
noodles,
Blue,
right?
is it?
Yeah, he is. Mannequins! I'll let him live. I don't cause a scene.
Surplus! Open 24 hours! Everyone else may be closed, but Diamond City Surplus is open 24 hours a day.
What do you sell here?
Everything, Mum. Miss Myrna prizes herself on being a collector of quality odds and ends from all over the Commonwealth. We also buy any unwanted items you may be carrying on your person. And we're open 24 hours a day.
Sure.
Sure. Let's take a
Hey,
look.
see?
The
Me and Fred.
highest quality
We're
available.
totally with it. We're together. You know, we got this. You've got ammo, but ammo is expensive. I'm very tempted to buy anything that has adhesive in it because I'm fully aware that I need adhesive at some point. Chinese officer sword. Tempting. Combat knife. Crystal liquor decanter, which has crystal in it. Crystal's pretty hard to get. It's very tempting. Economy wonder glue, which is 5 adhesive. Yeah, I'll buy that off you. What else do you have? Anything particularly interesting? Maximum capacity, powerful sniper rifle. It's actually only 19 damage. Its fire is 55, so actually, like, it's a do 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 do. It's not a bolt action. I'll pass on that one. Like, you know, tempting, but, you know, I'll pass. Pencil. It's got lead in it. It's actually hard to find lead, so I will buy the pencil. It's cheap. Shipment of adhesive. Wow, 2,000? I'm glad I got 5 for 100 then. Submachine gun. Oh, I'll pass for now. TV dinner tray has aluminium in it. And it only costs 2. Yeah, okay. Seems like a pretty good deal there. Typewriter. Don't need that too much. Wasteland chest piece. Plus 1 agility and perception. It's worth 1,000, but yes, I want that. Agility and perception in a chest piece. That's really good. Really useful. Okay. Any other apparel? Green hood. I gotta admit, the green hood is very tempting. It's only cost 11, right? So I can buy it and I can work on it later. Baseball uniform. Strength and agility. Meh. And I'll buy you bobby pins while I'm at it. More bobby pins is never a terrible idea. And do I want some ammo? Because 308 rounds are in iffy supply. But I think what we'll do is we'll just accept that. I won't sell anything just yet. I'll probably come past and do a load of selling off camera maybe, because it will just involve me going, hello, goodbye, hello, goodbye, fast traveling.
I
back
hear there's
and
a
forth from
bar
home.
in the old theater district that's for raiders only. The combat zone. I'd stay clear if I was you.
Okay. Good to know. Now, I'm assuming that there's not many people around, like, because there is a weapon shop here that's just not open. Looks like there may be a few other shops around. I'm just assuming it's because of the time of day. What time of day is it? 5 a.m.
What you're looking for? We have everything.
In which case, I'm going to wait. And we'll wait until 10. Okay. What you got?
Hey, you're the new girl, right?
Depends on who's asking.
Name's Arturo. I sell protection if you're looking to buy.
So you know weapons, huh?
Listen, I can sell you guns, swords, whatever. And they'll keep you alive for sure. But the real secret is in the mods. The little personal touches. Install a scope, expand the clip size, whatever. You spend time with your gear, and you'll have the right answer to every problem. Anyway, let's get back to you and what kind of protection you need.
I'll take a look. Sure.
Don't forget to stock up on ammo.
Now, even he's telling me to get ammo. Big boy. Oh my god, it's a fat man that fires an extra projectile. It fires 2 nukes. I can't afford it. It's 10,000, 11,000 almost. But still, it fires 2 mini nukes at once. That's amazing. Anything here that's particularly of note? Maximum capacity arm-piercing submachine gun. Molotov cocktails, missiles. Old Faithful. Double damage if the target's at full health. Costs 2. I can't afford that. That's really good. Double damage if the target's full health. Because you just max the damage, right? So that every time you hit something for the first time, you'll get double damage. And it'll double, like, your already high damage. You won't want a fast-firing gun. You want this to be like a Magnum-type style gun. Maybe even like a pistol shotgun. Oh, no, it isn't a pistol. It is a rifle, by the look of it. It's got a handrail at the front. It's really tempting me. I can't afford. Reduces damage from humans by 15%. Can't afford it. Reduces damage from superhumans by 50%. Can't afford it. Serrated Chinese officer sword. That's tempting to have for a backup. Shadowed leather chest piece. I already just bought a chest piece, so no. Combat shotgun, hunting rifle. Suppressed pipe auto pistol. The suppressor is very tempting, but I will pass because I'm not going to be using that gun. It just doesn't do enough damage for me. I think what we'll do, we'll grab the serrated Chinese officer sword, because that can be our backup weapon from now on. Like, we can use that to if like they get too close and we need to switch to a fighty weapon, to stabby. Yeah, I'll buy that. Okay.
You there! You need a genuine, authentic, custom-made hickory swat.
Okay, if I'm actually going to do this, I'm going to need to, like, actually properly get... I don't want to wear that. Militia hat for the charisma. So I need to start talking to people with my hat on. There we go. So I'm, like, proper charisma'd up.
Hey, Mo.
Need a swatter with a little more
name.
stopping power? Stainless steel nails, my friend.
What do you sell?
Let's take a look.
The genuine articles.
Baseball grenade? Ooh. But 4% less action point cost. It's expensive. Wood cork. Mostly melee weapons in the form of baseball bats.
Mo.
These ain't just any old pieces of wood.
Yeah.
A swatter is a custom piece of hickory.
Got any work?
Well, if
Tell
you
me,
want to
are you worried
help
about the
sport,
possible infiltration
I
of
got a
Diamond City's
lead
ruling elite
on
by
a stash
synths?
of pre-war collector's items. Coach, quitting is for punks Westing had an estate not too far from here. Legend says when he retired, the league presented him with a baseball, catcher's mitt, and playing card signed by all the other coaches. See where I'm going with this? I'll pay 100 caps each for those relics. What do you say?
100 caps seems light. I need more.
I like your moxie. We'll make it 125 caps apiece. How's that sound?
Please. You own a whole store. You can do better.
Look at that fire in your eyes. All right. 150 caps for each piece. And you better be worth it. Deal?
Yeah,
a card, a mitt, and a ball. Got it.
That's like basically almost 500 caps.
And baseball, thanks you.
Ooh, Pippa likes me. Huzzah! Security, office, detective agency. Okay, so the detective agency we're looking for is down
Sometimes
here.
you gotta wonder, does anyone fight back? Institute has to have
Valentine Detective Agency.
Railroad? Need some custom hardware?
The railroad, that's Fairy Tale Man, they don't exist. Gotta point out, metagaming a little bit, anytime anyone says, oh, that's a fairy tale, it's always true.
Freedom Trail.
Told you your luck wouldn't last forever. His ties.
Looking for Nick Valentine?
Oh, Nick.
Uh-oh.
Something wrong?
Another stray coming in from the rain. Afraid you're too late. Office is closed.
I know you must be busy, but I won't take much of your time, miss. It's important.
You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude, but it's just... The detective... He's gone missing.
Nicky's missing. What has he gotten himself into this time?
Don't worry. I can help. Tell me what happened.
Nick was working a case. Skinny Malone's gang had kidnapped a young woman, and he tracked them down to their hideout in Park Street Station. There's an old vault down there that they use as a base.
A vault?
I told Nick he was walking into a trap, but he just smiled and walked out the door like he always does.
I mean, you know, I will happily go get him, but he might charge me for his services. So, you know, I want, you know, either his services to be free or you to give me money, and especially, you know, because ammo costs money.
Hey, I'd love to help, but there's the small matter of expenses.
See, like
Money,
ammo.
Huh. I do have 125 caps in the old rainy day
Yeah, but
fund.
just like that, what?
Come on. This is your boss's life we're talking about here.
Fine. We'll make it 150 caps.
I'll find him. You have my word.
Thank you. Nick should be easy to spot. He's always wearing that old hat and trench coat getup.
I like him already.
Please, hurry.
Okay. Well, I guess today we're probably done for this episode. Mostly an episode that was really just focused on walking around Diamond City, getting to know the place a little bit. What I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to fast travel home, grab a load of things to sell, come back, dump off all my junk, and maybe have a look at upgrading a couple of things in my inventory since we now have that hunting rifle and the combat shotgun. And then I think we'll have a little look for Detective Valentine. Also a little pop around Diamond City since we'll be here
I'm your brother.
quite a
Put
bit.
the gun down.
Wait, what's going on?
Don't move, simp. What have you done with the real Riley? Where's my brother? I swear, I'm not a synth. Don't shoot, for God's sakes, we're...
I have to do... Not you. Not you, not you. Yes, you. I have to help.
No!
Did I help?
Okay, show's over. There are no synths
Can I
in
loot the
Diamond
body?
City. Hear me?
Ours now.
Just you folks and your damn paranoia.
What? Piper, you knew that bloke.
At least someone in
How's
this
that-
town did more than just stand and gawk.
I'll be completely honest, you were doing a bit of gawking as well, but Now the thing is, like, you could completely be... It was you, wasn't it? Who was it? It was you who is kneeling in completely the wrong place. That's... You're actually sitting on some of the reins of his head.
Hey.
My own brother. If you hadn't shown up, he would have killed me.
What happened?
I'm not a synth. I told him. I kept telling him. Why didn't he listen to me? I need a minute.
What's everyone still standing around for? Go back to your own damn business.
Okay, well... I wonder if he really is a synth. He probably will turn out to be, so, like, my actions will be completely pointless. But yeah, if you've enjoyed, please like, not subscribe, please consider subscribing, and next time, yeah, we'll do all those things I just mentioned, but until then, stay shiny.